12 to 15,000, mostly off of one client, one recurring client.
In today's video, I'm breaking down how my student Jake went from making $75 his first 6 month in business to making over $12,000 his last 3 months in business simply by switching what he sold and who he sold it to. Now, I'm not only just blown away by this kid, this guy's not only a shy, introverted kid who doesn't know anything about sales, but I almost was thinking that he was probably going to quit business and go back to the 9 to 5 rat race, which most people do. But this video interview shocked me, and it will shock you too. So let's hop on my laptop and let's ask Jake what he's been doing over the last couple of years. When you met me, you took a while to get your ball spinning. You're a very shy, awkward kid. You made your first sale for $75, and I thought that was a massive win at the time. But now, how much money have you made?
In total up to date, I've made around 12 to 15,000, mostly off of one client, one recurring client. One of the main offers I've been running is we'll pay for the first week of ad spend for most of our clients. I only pay for the first week of ads after I have secured the payment from them for the actual service I offer. And they don't have to take any out-of-pocket money to do for the first week of ad spend, pretty much. So I can send you over some pictures of some of my ad creatives that did pretty well. Pretty
Yeah, can you
much
share your
it's
screen
just
and show us? Could you share your screen
yeah.
and show us?
All right. So this is the most recent ads that I just actually stopped running because I got a lot of leads off of it and I need time to call off them. But pretty much this one I've been reusing for a lot of my offers because it does pretty good. But the more you experience, see how these are vibrant colors and very big, bold text, and I kind of highlight the main things that we do. So, pay for your ads the first week of
Wait, you
ad,
were getting leads from that very first creative, bro?
Yeah. This is the lead center for Facebook. Now I use Go High Level for workflows and just kind of like automation. So whenever these things popped up here, they would pretty much just go straight to my Go High Level. Now I don't usually use this, so this is kind of like out of date, but whenever they pop up here, you fill out your Go High Level information, it would automatically start sending them emails and it would tell you what your leads are.
Yeah.
So this right here is the first ever campaign that I ran. Not actually. I ran one a while ago that did terrible, but that was because I had no clue what about. So all the information kind of is already ran out because I ran it so long ago that it just like isn't that you can't see the information anymore. But I think this was when I got like 14 to 20 leads off of. And I originally was at $20 a day, but I upped it to 25. So again, it's not about price, it's just about the creatives. Like I put 20 bucks and I was getting good results, so I upped the price by $5 a day. And then I stopped running that ad because I had a new offer that I was going to test. This one didn't do as well as we were saying. I only got one Facebook lead off of that. But this top one right here is the one that I just recently stopped. And I actually have a separate account that I set up that I got like one more lead off of this. But pretty much this is what the overview can look like. And you can hit all this and you can see all the ads that I have set up. Let me click off this one. All these ads right here that I have set up and done and tested. This is the only VSL that I've done. It didn't perform that well because I put it in an ad set with so many other decently performing ads. And again, my niche wasn't really the VSL type.
Let's see like the actual leads that are popping. Yeah, right there where it says results. I would always click that and download on Facebook lead. And I felt like it was there should have been an easier way to do it.
Oh
But
yeah, there should be. I think Facebook's always moving their UI around and changing all this stuff, but yeah, so pretty much this is the first ad that I ran. And you can see this ad right here, and pretty much all these ads are similar to what the ads that I just ended. So again, I go off of ads that I've used and ads that I haven't used, and the ones that I've used that have performed well, I just kept with it. Again, this is very fairly similar to the ad that you saw earlier. I just did a few tweaks and all that stuff. So you always want to be changing stuff. And again, this is big and bold. I'm calling out my audience. My audience is crawl spacers. Then I highlight what my offer is. We'll get you 18 plus inquiries in 30 days. And then after that, if we don't get it within the 30 days, we'll work for free. And then you have the call to action button down here. So the number one thing is calling out your audience, telling them what you can do for them, and then usually telling them how you can get it done. Now, I didn't put this in this ad creative because, again, my niche wasn't the in-depth type for just you can't fit all that text within, this tiny square. You want to have the big, bold things. So this workflow is for my Facebook lead form. So pretty much you start it off with the workflow trigger. You just select the page, the form that they have to copy, and the form is the form that they fill out on Facebook. I have a lot here from different offers and stuff that I made. And pretty much after that, here it is. After that, it'll split to path view, which is just email speed, and then it'll take you back here. This first email was from a original offer I ran, which was the 18 inquiries, I believe. And I also threw in a free website or something like that. Um, but pretty much you just set up the email. So first it'll be like, hey, I saw you, fill out this thing. I have this ready for you. And then after a day or so, it would go all the way back to another email. And then I set up a voicemail. Actually,
How'd you record the voicemail? You just used your phone?
no, I just did an app on my computer. I
Okay.
just, yeah, down went to like, it was like free voice recorder and then just recorded my voice.
Oh, and then I got the audio file and then plugged it in here.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
it's actually pretty easy. Like again, you can get all of this stuff for free, minus the Go High Level. They have a 14-day free trial, but most of the stuff you can do for
Yeah,
free.
it's my link.
Yeah. And then this is just a pipeline update, and this is the wait button. So, and this is the wait button what you just said, and then this is, or it's a reminder to you to call the lead.
And where does that reminder populate? Does that populate inside of Go High Level or does it text you?
If you have your number inside Go Hello, it'll probably remind you.
When I post this video, I want people that watch it to have a very clear understanding on not only what you did to make your money, but also a clear way for them to understand, like, oh, shoot, like this is not difficult at all. I could probably do this in the next 30, 40 days. So let's go to, we've basically explained how you've designed your creatives using Canva, how you upload them into Facebook Meta, the business suite and the ads manager, how to
Yeah.
launch the ads, how much you're paying for the ads, what you're doing with the leads once you get them to set the appointment, the back end of all of it. The very final piece is closing, which you seem to have a problem with. So now
Yeah.
hopefully people can zoom out, visualize the entire process, click to close. Let's go into closing. Like what has been your biggest issue with closing when you hop in that meeting?
Pull up here. So I made a slideshow, like a not like an onboarding call, but like for the sales call, pretty much I'll run them through a slideshow of who the business, like who I am, what I do. This took like 5 minutes to make. You can use templates in Canva they have to uh to pretty much just change your information. I set up a thing, of who we are. I run them through all this, testimonials right here, and then I have what they're getting, the value, the price, and just kind of like
Wait,
a onboarding call.
go back to the price. I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do this presentation, what is the response that you receive from people and where does the conversation typically end? Or can you predict basically what people are saying as far as the biggest objections you're getting?
Yeah, so the main part that everyone is concerned about always is price for me, because they'll even ask me this when I'm cold calling them. They're like, "What's the price?" Like, it's the instant thing they get to. And for me, I offer a lot of online services, so I'm just like I tell them the flat price. I like cutting to the chase. I like telling them the price. So that's probably the main concern, I guess, for them. And when I ask if they have any questions, it's mostly stuff that they ask about later down that they should be asking later down the road, like what platform are you going to be running ads through, the time frame, by just, et cetera. Just the
Okay.
normal.
Reason people are rejecting you and stopping you is because you're talking about yourself. The only way that you're ever going to make money and close at a really high level is if you turn it on them. You work with people in the crawl space area, right? People go that
Mhm.
what is your niche? People that build out crawl spaces or how does that work?
Yeah, it's just like kind of like little basements under the house they
Okay.
fix.
And so how much do they charge their clients for these crawl spaces?
Wrap tons of money. The dude I worked with, I helped him sign 24K in one day.
Okay, so is that one crawl space or is that multiple crawl spaces?
That's multiple cross spaces.
So what you need to do is you need to visualize to them, to their because you're not attacking your own personal like no one's arguing that other people charge more, other people charge less, that marketing is even an essential service because it is. You're arguing the fact and you need to visualize the fact that the business owner themselves is so busy with work and they don't even believe in themselves in whether or not this product works or that they're going to use it. So if you visualize to them, delete this whole presentation. Don't no one cares about you. Just show them that you know exactly who they are. Explain like, look, I understand that you probably have been here for 10 years. You help crawl spaces in underneath houses and you charge between this price range and this price range. I'm going to help you get 18 inquiries. How many of them are actually going to close into deals? Well, let's just say like three of them close into deals and you charge $5,000 per crawl space, there's $15,000 right there. We charge $2,000. Is that a deal or a no deal? That is an absolute deal. How long would it take you to get these 18 inquiries without me? 7 months. Okay. If you don't do this in 7 months, how much money are you going to lose without me? Let's say we do 18 inquiries a month, multiplied by seven, and then you do the math and you visualize it for them. And then by the end of it, then you hit them with your price, and then they have nothing to refute because they can clearly understand, like, okay, this agency does not think about themselves in their competition. They're thinking about me as the crawl space business owner, and they're thinking like, okay, I understand, like, I probably have some type of limiting belief or doubt about this whole process, but Jake, he understands my business. He understands what I want. He understands that I have a kid, I have kids, I have family, I have a wife, and that way I'm going to do business with him. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
No one cares about any of that. I would delete this whole presentation. Matter of fact, they probably wouldn't use a presentation, but I would come from the power in the position of knowing exactly who that audience member is. If you have clients that have the same behaviors, if they wear the same clothes, if they listen to the same music, if they live in the same area, like talk to them in their own language and explain to them that you understand their problems and their pain points. And that the reason you charge such a high premium is not because you're just a cheap young agency doing this because you're a wonderful kid. You have a premium price tag because you understand their problems more than they understand their own problems. And that without Facebook ads, there is no other option. And I would even ask this to them like, hey, look, by the way, I know you need these deals. Where do you think you're going to get them if you don't work with us? Because like clearly, if you knew how to fix the problem would have already been fixed. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Right. So what I would do, Jake, and honestly, this is to the audience members too, is either A, learn how to close because you have lead flow and you have quality leads coming in, learn how to close and be a little bit more aggressive with people. Like these are adult conversations and like being able to put like a hammer down and be like, look, the truth is you need this service. And when I close people on marketing or the first client, or whatever, I know when I speak to them, like I am the only person on this planet that is going to help you right now. Yes, other people will contact you and other people will try to help and other people will try to charge you and da 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 da. But I am here right now and I know how to fix your problem and it can be done in 30 to 60 days. Okay, that is an actual fact. The question is if you know that and you know you can help these crawl space business owners, do you have the ability to be a little bit more aggressive, close these deals down, or should you outsource that closing task to somebody who has a little bit more of that closing gift, which I would say outsource the closing to me or another person who's into the closing space. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate you
Yeah.
showing this all to us. Like it's been really helpful for me, and everyone else is probably taking a lot away from this.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I actually have some really good testimonials. This guy did an in-depth paragraph he sent to me about how thankful he was. So it was pretty cool.
Dude, that's sick. All right, well, where can everyone find you, and where can everyone follow your journey as a agency owner?
So Instagram is going to be at that guy underscore Jake,
Okay,
and my business is Almonds Agency. So if you ever have
let's go.
any
All
interest,
in. Let's go. All right,
yeah,
bro. I will see you later.
yeah.